Hey guys, it's Scarda here from Scarda's Tutorials. This is the start to a new channel, so let's get started. The whole focus of this channel is to be producing tutorials to a high standard for you to improve your skills on programs like Photoshop, maybe even game development. So Photoshop, Sony Vegas, might do some game development on Unity 3D or CryEngine. We'll cover a vast variety of programs. Right, so what I'm going to do in this first episode is I'm going to show you how to do black and white but keep the colour of the red bus here. So I've just got this basic picture. It's quite a large picture. If I go on actual pixels, we can see how big it actually is. So that's all good. Right, so we're going to get started. So first of all, what we are going to do is we're going to create a new file. Now, if you copy an image, you copy it before you create the new file, and it will automatically have the dimensions ready inside it. If not, then enter your dimensions and stretch it out if you wish. I'm going to go on background contents and click transparent. Make sure this is RGB color and not grayscale. Click OK and paste your image in. Then we want to go on our magnifying glass or hold Alt and go on scroll wheel and click fit screen. So once we've done that, we're just going to zoom in a bit more actually. And you can do this more than one way. This is just the easiest way and the best way I find. We're going to use this black and white feature here. Now I know there are many ways to do this, but you can do it other ways. But I'm going to show you the best way to do it in my opinion. So we're going to click black and white and it will turn all our image black and white. Now basically, you see here over our layers here that there is a white image there. That means that basically everywhere that it's white will go black and white. So everywhere that's black will go back to normal colour, as you can see. So what we can do is just get our normal brush, turn the first colour to black, and we can just colour it in like that. I mean, yeah, that's neat. That's an easy option to do. We can do that. So we've got our bus basically coloured in. Go full screen, and yeah, it's coloured in. So let me just exit Steam a second. And there we go. So it's not perfect, but this is the reason why I'm going to show the other way, because you can see around here it's not very good. You could spend a lot of time on using the brush and stuff, but nah, we don't want to do it that way. So we're going to go back to where it's white. Now we are going to get our pen tool marked here. You want to make sure it's all set to the right settings at the top, and we're going to zoom in quite far. We can use our pen tool to go around the image. Like so. So you click in one place, then click in the next. And you do this until you've gone all the way around the image. Now I know that the mirror is probably not important to go around, so I'm going to turn my black and white off by clicking this eye here, and I'm going to carry on going around all the red bits I want, mainly just the red bits. Go all the way around. I'm not doing this to fine detail because I haven't got much recording time. Go all the way around the top. Now here I've got a curve, so for the curve I don't want to just click, I want to click and hold. You see these arrows come out. Just click and hold, and I'm going to click Alt on the middle point, which means basically if I want to go there, it's going to create a bend there. So if I click Alt, then I can just go at an angle to it instead of a curve. So I always click Alt after each click, which is quite useful to know when you're using the pen tool. So we'll go all the way down to the bottom. Now the back bus behind it, I don't want to be the main focus of this image, so I'm not going to go around that. I'm going to go right up the edge of it there. And we're going to go around the wheel, just roughly. You can obviously do this more in more detail. Should be coming back around to the beginning now. Now we can join it all up. So we're remembering to do all our curves by holding down, pressing Alt afterwards. You can get into quite a rhythm when you're doing this, so you can speed through it quite fast. Get all the curves around the registration plate. And back up, and we can see the finish point there. So we want to click it when we see the little circle next to the cursor. And there, that is done. So we can see it's done all the way around. But there's one thing I don't want to be done. It's this bit through the window, because I don't want that bit of red bus behind it to be in. So all I'm going to do is, while I've still got all this pathed out, just go over around the bit which I don't want around here. If it's inside, it'll cut it out. Like so. Just going around all that bit in there. Just rushing this. But you get the idea. So that's all that done. Now we can turn our black and white back on, and you can see it's still black and white. So we're going to go to our pen tool, stay on that, and we want to right click inside our path somewhere, click make selection. Now we're going to put a feather on this just to make sure the edges are slightly smoother and we don't get this kind of jolty edges. So if I leave it on 0, for example, and we paste and we just go over it all, nice big brush like that. Now that could be okay. See, but you can see around these edges it's just a little bit jolty, a little bit, it's just not quite right. Let's just put it that way. You could probably get away with that is quite nice actually, but for teaching you guys tips and stuff, I want to teach you the way that I do it. So I'm going to right click, make a selection. I'm going to put this feather to about 3. And I'm going to do the exact same again. Use my black brush and just go over the top. Now what this does is it creates a better edge around it. So it gives me this slight blur, I guess you could call it. So if there is any jolty edges, it transists into it nice. I suppose that's a good word to do. So now we've got our red bus, which is the purpose of this tutorial really. I wanted to show you how to do black and white in certain parts, and that's what you've achieved. But what I'm going to do is add a colour curves, which you can see on our adjustments over there. Before I do that, I want to click on our image and not on the adjustment layer, otherwise we will not be able to see all the other adjustments there. So go on our layer, click say, I didn't want hue and saturation, I wanted the colour curves, so the one which looks like an S. And we actually want to make it an S shape like that. So we get the idea of this really high contrast image, which would be great for something like a canvas or anything like that. Oops, zoomed in a bit too far there. Looks like that bus has been in a crash there. Oh well. So thanks for watching this video, guys. Remember to like, comment and subscribe. So yeah. See you guys next time in Scottish Tutorials.